the lighthouse! I see it!
If someone were to ask me to give an example of a good non-Disney animated film, the first thing that would come to my head is The Iron Giant. Not only is it one of the most underrated animated films, but also one of the greatest. The film was directed by Brad Bird, who is mostly known for directing well-known Pixar movies such as Ratatouille and The Incredibles. The movie focuses around a young 9-year-old boy named Hogarth who stumbles upon a giant robot that came from space. He eventually befriends the robot, but an investigator becomes suspicious of him and, well, you know the rest. The movie is basically the same plot as Steven Spielberg's E.T., only this time it's a robot instead of a regular Martian. The idea of E.T. has been recreated multiple times, but without it we wouldn't have movies such as The Iron Giant, Lilo and Stitch, and... oh... The characters of this movie are all very likable, especially Dean, who is pretty much just your average cool guy.
Look, it's really none of my business, kid, but who cares what these creeps think, you know? They don't decide who you are, you do. You are who you choose to be.
Though I often found the villain Kent's ways in this movie very questionable. I mean, at one scene he straight up interrogates a kid, knocks him out, and then nails the windows of his room shut. I mean, what the heck, man? That kid's only 9. Even if he was pretty hated by me at times, I think his character makes sense to have in this kind of movie. It's villains like him that prove that stupid people are more dangerous than smart ones.
Screw our country! I want to live!
But I think the real star of this movie is the Giant himself. Voiced by Vin Diesel and CG animated, the Giant is innocent, childish, and has a good heart. He tries his best to be kind despite his corruptive defensive side, and forms a strong friendship with our hero, Hogarth.
I am now the luckiest kid in America!
And that's assuming that all kids in Japan own Gundams. The connection between the boy and the giant in this movie is also extremely well done, and some of the things they discuss about are actually very philosophical. It's moments like these where the movie shines brightest and really connects with you.
But you have feelings, and you think about things, and that means you have a soul. And souls don't die.
Something I didn't notice about this film until the second time watching it was that the movie is set in the 1950s. One may question why a movie like this would have to be set way back then when this is a 1999 film, but it actually makes perfect sense. The 1950s was when everyone was living in fear of nuclear warfare and being attacked by another country. It also resulted in a rise of nuclear propaganda, that of which is referenced in the film. Having a giant robot land on Earth at this time makes the fear of a giant weapon even greater. Some characters in this movie even believe that the giant is a weapon being used by a rival country.
You think this middleman is fun, but who built it? The Russians, the Chinese, Martians, Canadians? I don't care! All I know is we didn't build it, and that's reason enough to assume the worst and blow it to kingdom come!
It's also nice how the movie is very subtle about it. By just having black and white TV and old cars in the background, it doesn't feel the need to stress that this is the 50s or try to parody it in any way. So if this movie is so acclaimed by critics, why have many people still not seen it? Well, the film bombed hard at the box office, not even making close to half the money it cost to make. Is it because people simply aren't interested in non-Disney animation? I don't know. A movie like this probably would have made a lot more money if it had been done live action. However, I'm happy they went with traditional 2D animation. With animation, you can make characters more expressive, and you don't have to worry about movie special effects looking too fake. If the movie had been done live action, people would probably look back on it and talk about how out of date it is. I'd also like to point out that The Dark Knight Rises ripped off this movie's ending. Just had to get that out there. So do I recommend you watch this? Yes. Please, do it for the kids of America. It's an amazing work of art that has a great story and some really beautiful moments. I can't stress this enough. If you have not yet watched it, then go and do just that. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see me do more reviews on my favorite movies in the future, then please like this video or subscribe to my channel. I'll see you later. Bye.